Welcome to Blickel. This is the lesson page. A lesson is made out of multiple lesson parts, and our goal is to complete the lesson by completing those lesson parts. On the left, you can see that it tells us how many lesson parts are remaining, and it also includes a progress bar so that we can see our progress. Now, before we jump in and complete this lesson, let's go ahead and click on Lesson Settings. When you do, this menu will appear, and you'll notice that there are two ways that we can view the lesson: View All mode or Presentation mode. In View All mode, the entire lesson appears in one page, and we can just scroll through the lesson to look at all of the lesson parts. In Presentation mode, each lesson part is one entire screen, and you can just look at the lesson one part at a time. You can then use the next and previous buttons to scroll through all of the lesson parts. Let's go ahead and change it back to View All mode for now. In either mode, you can scroll through and click on any of these individual lesson part names to go directly to that lesson part. Now, there are different kinds of lesson parts. Over here, you can see the eye icon. That means information. In an information part, that means that the teacher is just giving us some text or a picture or maybe a video, just something for us to look at and learn and understand. We get credit for information parts simply by going to them, so you'll notice that as I scroll through this lesson, I get credit for the remaining parts. So this lesson only contained information parts, and once I looked at all of them, I got credit for completing the lesson. We can then either stay on that lesson or move on to the next lesson. If we choose to stay on the lesson to review the parts, you'll notice that a blue Finish Lesson button appears in the bottom right. You can click on that to open up the Lesson Complete menu again. In addition, if you come back to this lesson after you've already completed it, you can click on the Finish Lesson button to bring up the navigation to other lessons. One other thing to be aware of is that at the top of the lesson, there will be other navigation buttons. So from here, you can also go to the next lesson or to a previous lesson if there was one, or back to wherever we came from. Now, go ahead and see if you can complete this lesson and finish the lesson, and then move on to the next one where we will start answering some questions.